Yeah, so AltCap is a community development financial institution, or CDFI, and really our mission is to bring capital and resources to communities and businesses that are kind of underserved or overlooked by mainstream finance.
In Kansas City, and this is actually true all over the nation, small business really is the driver of jobs. And it is also the thing that makes up the fabric of our community. It is what is unique to this. It's why people like to live here.
It's easy, I think, to imagine that small businesses are really small employers, they're mom and pop shops, maybe they're not as economically important. But what we know about small businesses in Kansas City is that they created 14,000 jobs last year in Kansas City. That makes them among our region's biggest employers.
Yeah, so AltCap is an alternative way, as their name suggests, alternative capital to reach underserved communities where you have small businesses that typically don't qualify for traditional type financing.
So AltCap is unique in that, it's one of around 1,000 community development financial institutions in the US, but they're also unique in that they're one of the few that are minority run and led. And their approach is to help those businesses also with assistance. That sometimes there's sort of financial reports or things that have to be put together. They offer that technical assistance and support in addition to the loan.
You don't necessarily need $100,000 or $500,000 to start a business or to invest in a piece of equipment. $50,000 might be enough. And there are very few places small businesses in Kansas City can get that access to capital. AltCap is one of them, and for that reason, they're critically important in our community.
Yeah, I think where we are now, this is a great example of what it means for a CDFI to bring capital to a community or to a business, and a business specifically like TJ's with Integrity Capital that's investing in communities, rehabbing homes.
Banks traditionally, that's I guess why they call alternative capital. Banks traditionally will not, I couldn't take this property into a bank. The only way we're gonna be able to revitalize these communities is that if you have willing parties to take a risk and trust a process and work it through. So this is what really makes people move and grind and work, because this is one less house somebody can be taken advantage of. A kid can now walk down the street. It's not gonna have squatters and not this thing. Think about the neighbors. So if AltCap can keep getting the support to help fund people like me, I think it'd be a whole lot better. But without AltCap, this cannot happen.
So March 2020, there were stay-at-home orders, and those stay-at-home orders really had the biggest effect on small businesses, the businesses that we often frequent, like restaurants and local stores. So if you were a small business that had been really operating mostly with the cash that you earned through revenue, then how did you get through a time when your revenue literally disappeared overnight? And it was AltCap that stepped in.
When I think about Kansas City's experience over the last year, one of the things I'm most proud of is the fact that because of AltCap's work on the Kansas City COVID-19 Relief and Recovery Fund, we were able to get funds into the hands of entrepreneurs of color and other entrepreneurs who systemically lack access to capital faster than PPP was in the market.
So that they could keep their doors open, and frankly, so that Kansas City could retain the fabric of our community, the places we like to go when we can get out of the house.
The team at AltCap, their vision and creativity has made such a transformative change in our city over the course of the last 18 months. And it's not just Ruben, although Ruben is amazing. He knows I'm a big fan. But it's every single member of that team. It's every business development officer. It's every single underwriter.
Ruben is an exceptional individual, human being, first and foremost. That really is a very caring individual. He's very civic-minded. The fact that he takes the extra time personally to advocate and seek out smaller business owners and prospective entrepreneurs, and that resonates throughout his entire team and staff.
Organizations such as AltCap are very vital to helping those small businesses stay alive and to stay vital. And so that is very critical for not only those persons that own the businesses, but for the lifeblood of our community.
You know, the work is not done. There's so much more need out there, and I think this region needs, you know, more resources to support the small businesses that, again, are just not able to access that traditional capital. The recognition is very much appreciated, and you know, to my team at AltCap, very much deserved. They've worked so hard the last year, and to do everything that we've tried to do to support our local economy and small businesses.